Hello and welcome to RPG Research. I'm your host, Hawk Robinson, and this is our weekly administrative meeting. We had a special meeting yesterday on marketing and social networking, so this will not be about that. This is our normal weekly meeting about what is coming up in the week ahead, the month ahead, etc. And joining us remotely, we have Shane and Brooke. Through Jitsi, which is acting up a little bit today, and then of course I'm here at the studio, and of course
John Wilker,
who's vice president of RPG Research. Brooke, let's go ahead and go over what you have. I have a couple of items that I'll make sure to cover, but you go ahead and start with what you have on your agenda. First of all, great congratulations on the new job. Really excited for you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. I'm sure nobody's watching. I haven't formally resigned from my other one yet. But
Oops, sorry.
It's okay. It'll happen tomorrow. What are they going to do? Fire me? It should be great. I get a 2-week vacation.
Yeah.
The main thing I wanted to talk about was the schedule for this week. So
Yes.
if we want to talk about Friday, because that's
Yes.
going to be a little unusual, we could start there.
Yes, and it's going to be more unusual than we thought.
Okay.
So, I have not gotten any email, phone call, anything in answer. But I luckily today, because I was pulling up the links and stuff, looked at the gala page thing, and guess what it says on it?
tuxedo,
No.
rescheduled.
Close. What was that, Brooke?
No, I'm just afraid. What?
It says...
Oh! Okay. I just went to the page.
What?
I just went to the page.
What does it say? Because I'm having trouble pulling it up
The
right
event
now.
has been canceled.
Canceled. Yeah. Although it's still like I'm only lucky that I found that page because all the other pages don't say anything about it being canceled. It's still in the calendar. It's still in their iCal thing. I've called repeatedly. They've not answered my calls. I've gotten the voicemail. There's a long list of people showing that they were going.
Have you gotten a refund yet?
No. So, interesting. So we will not be going this Friday to the Celebration Entrepreneurship Awards Gala as a difference maker, etc. Says, our apologies, but this event has been canceled. Refunds will be issued for all registrations. So Friday, so this is of course after we already canceled the library.
Yes.
So guess what? We got Friday off.
Yay!
Well, at least most of you do. I'll still be chugging away at what I'm chugging away at, but at least it'll let me.
The little engine that could.
Yeah, we're getting there bit by bit, piece by piece. Yeah, that's the only thing is they just changed one little paragraph there in red, and the rest of it's still the same. I didn't get an email. Nothing showed up in Google. Anything.
How many people are going to show up at the door and going,
Yeah.
what's happening?
Yeah. It's just luck that I even happened to look again, because I was working on RPGSN and such. So, yeah. Go ahead,
Was this
Shane.
the first year they ever did this, or?
I have no idea. I'd never heard of it before. The website's got stuff all over it, so I really don't know. I'd never heard of it before, so I really don't know.
Now that we know it's canceled, we know we would have won.
Yeah, because I didn't expect us to win anything. Like, we might have actually won if this hadn't been canceled, because there might not have been any other nominees for Difference Maker.
That's possible.
And you know what? That would have been fine by me. We could use a few of those. We haven't got any since the mug.
Right, yeah.
From the
That's our greatest award so far.
RPG Brain Trust, Difference Maker of 2017 or whatever, because of the trailer on the bus and such. Which was nice. I really appreciated it. That was nice of them.
Well, we could always say, as far as we know, we won.
No, let's not do that.
It took you a little while to say
Just
no.
put a little asterisk at the end of it on the website.
We won by
Winner,
default.
asterisk, event never held.
Yeah, I don't know how many people besides us got a table. So here's the attendee list.
And there's no explanation of why.
Nope, nothing at all. And I called asking, and all I get is voicemail. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And they only listed me as one and none of you. I listed 10 names. That's not even on here.
Right.
So I don't know how many others are
So
just
each
the
one
one
of those
person.
Is probably a table.
Maybe, but why did they cancel then? Because that seems like a pretty good turnout if that's the case. Now, if that's all there was plus our table, that's a little small. We're talking maybe 30, but still for Spokane.
The organizer was arrested.
It could be
Random, no idea.
Yeah. Well, like when we had the gamer not show up for week after week, and I finally just did a Google search for his name.
Yeah.
Turned out he'd been arrested for child rape.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's it. We're doing background checks on everyone. That was it. This was just a casual game, right? They were just a gamer met through Meetup.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the guy showed up for a couple of sessions and then just suddenly no-showed, and he was totally excited. I didn't see it coming. And then after the second session with no answer, I just Googled and found out 6 charges of child rape. And that's it. That's the third person in like a year that I ran into in gaming that had that kind of, right? Because the guy down at Merlin's and there was one other guy. I was like, well, it makes sense because from a child predator's perspective, unfortunately,
Part with the environment.
Yeah, unfortunately. So that's why we're so strict about the background checks. It's unfortunate. Any activity that has a lot of kids is vulnerable, unfortunately. Anyway, that's cheerful. Way to go. Woo! So anyway, this Friday we have off, basically. I mean, I'll be working on web stuff and everything. It's unfortunate. I was kind of looking forward to it, getting ourselves out there, making a good showing, and having a little practice for everybody.
Yeah.
Doing our new pitch that we're working on with Brianne and everything, and I think it would have been good
dust
practice.
Off my fez.
Yeah, it would have been good practice, but we'll have other opportunities. So Friday's freed up. This Thursday is the last Thursday that we're going to be doing for the foreseeable future, the talk show. And now, is it Applied Gaming this Thursday?
Yes.
So this will be the last Thursday that we're doing on Thursday because we're going to move it to Sundays. So, Brooke, have you seen that whole thing about the schedule juggling we're doing? We're changing everything?
A little. I didn't realize it was a complete end of the Thursday.
The Thursday one is. We're still kind of, I think we're just about done working out Saturday, moving to Sunday as well. So what we're doing is, what's happening is between myself, John, and Danielle, we're kind of getting a little burned out. And especially with John and Danielle having to drive out here all the time on different days. Mm-hmm. They were better with just having some long days where they're just here the whole time, one long work day, rather than having to drive back and forth 5, 6, 7 times a week. And also what I noticed happened is, I created these other days to accommodate other people showing up, but then people started getting confused about which days they could show up. So what happened, this is a psychological phenomenon of too many choices, right? If you give people more than 2 or 3 choices, a lot of people become paralyzed and unable to make a choice. So then they do nothing. So I'm hoping that this will get our attendance back up because it was starting to get, people were getting confused. They're like, oh, I thought it was Monday. Oh, I thought it was Thursday. Oh, I thought it was Saturday. Oh, I thought it was Sunday. I was like,
yes, it was.
Yeah. we tried to accommodate it because I did this specifically to accommodate people. So we are after this week. So it starts next week. So this Thursday we'll have RPG Talk Show from 4 to 5, and then the Applied Gaming from 6 to 9 this Thursday. We will not have Drop In RPG this Friday because of what happened. Saturday we will have our last GM's workshop. Yep, we will have one more Saturday GM's workshop from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., which is going to go up against Tolkien Society. So this is where you guys will be doing stuff in here. I'll be doing Tolkien Society in the TV in the living room.
We know what they're running?
No idea. I think it. Shane, is it Daniel? We need to check on that. I wish Danielle was here because
Daniel, I
think it was Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel's
he was planning to. Yeah, we just need to make sure he remembers that. I'm pretty sure Daniel was running something.
Middle Earth Effect.
Yeah, I think it was AIM because he hasn't run it yet.
Okay.
And then Sunday, our normal schedule, but Monday is when it all changes. So Monday next week, we will have the talk show from 4 to 5 instead of Thursdays. Right?
Monday, 4 to 5.
Yeah.
Yes.
That worked. Okay. Then there's a break. And then from 6 to 7 is our administrative meeting. And then from 7 to 9 or 7 to 10, depending on if it's theory or applied, is our usual theory or applied. So that's the main thing, is just that the talk show will be moving to Monday. So John will just show up Monday and be here for a long evening.
Just like I do on Thursdays.
Yeah.
It'll just be a Monday, though.
Yeah. Instead of doing it both.
Right.
And then nobody has to go to anything else the rest of the week except Tuesday. I have to do researchers meeting, which is online anyway in the morning. But right. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's no more training. And Friday is drop-in and will continue to be. And Saturday there won't be anything until we have another drop-in for that. And then that Sunday, we will go researchers meeting and then GM workshop / applied gaming, whichever it is that day, / theory, whatever it is that day. We're consolidating the Thursday and Saturday into a Sunday.
Right.
And then, so that's from noon to 3. And then there'll be, because Dan wanted a 2-hour break in between, then at 5 is when he'll show up, and then from 6 to 9 is Heroes in the Mist. So it's a long day. It's a 9-hour of activities day. But then basically all the activities, except for my Tuesday researchers meeting, all the activities on training take place Sunday and Monday. And then drop in on Friday for the community outreach. Is that clear?
Yep, makes sense to me.
Okay, and then we leave our Saturdays open. What's that, Shane?
I was just saying that sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, I've left it. I had it out there for everybody to opine for a long time, so I'm just finally pulling the trigger on this. And Saturdays we'll keep open for other drop-ins for the people who can't do weeknights, as I continue to talk to Spokane Parks and Rec. And, the stuff maybe with Shriners, maybe not, Sullivan, all these other places, Northeast Youth Center. Now, Northeast Youth Center is more likely to be a Friday. They said Friday is their best day for that. So it's more likely to become one of our, possibly our first of the month one. We might do that. We'll see. And it's entirely possible we might move, if that happens, if that fills in our first Friday and becomes a regular thing. Because it would be a good thing to be a regular at Northeast Youth Center. If that happens once a month, then we might move the bus and trailer one to a Saturday and let that be the different locations on Saturdays, which might have a better showing because it's Saturday.
Right.
So
especially at the parks. Exactly.
So we're kind of leaving that open. And then if it turns out that one of these clients wants us to use a Sunday, we could move the training to Saturday and do the community thing on a Sunday instead. But we will eventually fill up that weekend because we have like 10 game masters who said they would do weekends if we just had something on the weekends. We'll see.
And when this shows up anyways.
We will see. So that's the plan, is Sundays and Mondays are training days, and then rest of the week's clear till Friday is community, and then eventually Saturdays will be community. Clear?
Yeah, that actually worked better for me because I was gonna I actually wanted to talk with you about that. My time is kind of shoring up, so this schedule actually works better for me anyway.
Yeah, from talking to a lot of people, I figured this was optimizing the time for everybody. It gives one weekend time to train for those who can only do weekends, and it gives one weekday one, and then hopefully between the two, it covers everybody's bases. I hope. And then hopefully John, Danielle, and I won't be spread quite so thin. I still will because I still got to get all these things in place before July, right. But at least it won't burn everybody out. So there's that. We had quite a few applications in the queue, but I don't know how legit they were. Because I sent them, we had like 10 come in, and so I sent them the second stage thing, and I don't know that I think only a couple of them followed up. That's how I weed out the spam. Who is? Oh, this is Becky about Roleplay Workshop this Thursday.
Right.
Okay. So you want to talk about that? She just asked about microphone and everything. I mean, is there anything you want to say about that? So we have a special guest this talk show.
3:45 to 5 p.m.ish is when she'll be available on the calendar.
Good. So this is Rebecca from the Roleplay Workshop in Oakland, California. She is the teacher who quit her job as a teacher to run role-playing games for a living to teach, and has been doing that since like 1989. And at one point had a big bout with cancer and such, and has continued to do it. So I ran into her in person. She and I had dialogue back and forth for years through the internet, but we finally met in person during the RPG tour. So I still have all that interview video. It's really in bad shape, but I need to edit together, and I just haven't had time to do it.
I don't think it's going to get done before Thursday.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Okay, Brooke, was there anything else on your list?
Just a reminder for the board meeting next week.
Oh, that's a good reminder. I had totally forgotten. Is that on a Thursday? Because that's usually when we do that.
Wait, or did we actually... Where did we send it out to?
Did we... We didn't create it in the calendar, did we? Uh-oh.
I thought I did.
I don't...
I'm pretty sure I did. Shane, didn't you respond to that?
I'm sorry, I missed it. What were we talking about again?
Board meeting?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Monday, April 29th.
Oh, okay, so we're doing that on the Monday. Okay. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay. Well, that's a good reminder. So I'm going to delete the administrative meeting and RPG theory out of there because it was kind of covering it up. That will make it less confusing.
Thank you, Shane, for responding. So I was like, I swear I saw a response come through.
Do you want to...
I'm going to see who's actually showing up. Yeah. Oh, but there's no guests listed for it. That's weird. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, we only had Danielle, Brooke, and Emily on the list there, and John. Okay. So, Shane, you wanted to be there, right? I mean, generally, we put this out to the whole RP.
I tried to send it to the whole group, but I don't know if it went out correctly.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it did. And I can't edit it. Something's weird.
That would be me. I'm the one who sent it out.
So she has to edit it.
Well, I sent it from the RPG researcher email, though.
Oh.
But it says it was from the groups, it's not from on behalf of. I don't even know how I did that.
It says RPG research. I'm logged in as RPG research.
Her.
There we go. Maybe I might need to reset our network. Something's being weird. All right, I'm now adding the volunteers list because it was not in there. You just have to type in RPGV and then it pulls up the volunteers list, and then that blasts to everybody at the list.
Yeah. Well, like the group is on there, but I don't know if the group was encompassing everybody.
Right. No, it is. Yeah. I mean, I've tried to make the group complete. Let's see. Is Emily?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, if people remove themselves. So yeah, it doesn't hurt to have. We had John, Danielle, Brooke, and Emily in there already. So that's good. So I'm going to save that. And send. So now everybody should get that. So at least it's still a couple of weeks out for people. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Anything else you had on your list?
No, I'll have more on Give Big next week.
Oh, good. Good. Excellent. Shane, did you have anything you wanted to bring up administratively?
Okay, first of all, I didn't quite catch. What is this that's happening on April 29th?
Board meeting.
Gotcha.
quarterly.
Okay. But I wasn't sure.
Yeah, our quarterly board meeting.
I can't really think of anything. I mean, we talked about a lot of stuff about social media. The other thing.
Yeah, we got that covered.
I don't think there's really anything else that I wanted to bring up. Just other than maybe I could use a little guidance on, because you keep telling me I need to be qualified and I need to kind of figure out what it is I need to be fully trained up, and so I guess maybe you need to go back through my checklist and see what I have done and need to do.
That's right, exactly. That's exactly what you do. Is you go through that checklist and see what you have to complete on there. Yep.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Okay, John.
Just the RPGS and network.
So as you guys should have seen, I started disabling. I stopped deleting because what I thought was backing up was only backing up a fraction.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I have to download some open source software and compile it manually. There is no tool built into Discord to back up your chat rooms. They intentionally, it's to keep people from leaving. They do not provide you with any way to export and back up your chat rooms, your channel.
Right.
So luckily, there's some open source person who made a tool that's supposed to do it. But I have to install it, compile it, download it. It's going to be one more thing. But what I did do is I removed everybody except us, as just you and I are the ones who can see those channels now.
Okay.
So we've disabled all the private channels on Discord. And as I have time, I'll be backing up all of the text and everything from those channels. And it will include all of the PMs and all that too. Like I'm just going to back up the whole server.
Right.
And so we will have a backup copy of all that data.
Did you lose anything?
I discovered this with the board of directors one, but that's not, we didn't put anything critical there. That was more, yeah. So luckily I caught it on the first one when I realized, because I pasted it and I went, that's a lot shorter than it should be. What happens is Discord, after about 2 or 3 scrolls up, clears that and then it doesn't let you scroll the whole thing. It won't let you view all the pages at once. And it would take me days to copy paste every single one, especially in our busy channels. Oh my goodness. So it'll be much shorter for me to install the software and do it that way than to try to do that. But it's just one more thing on my to-do list. But I will add it to ops on how to back up Discord. Because though we're going to kill off as we're killing off the private rooms,
the public rooms,
we will still have the public and the Patreon rooms, and so we'll need to know the ops for doing that, for backing that up from time to time.
Okay.
In case Discord goes under, gets hacked, whatever. Do you guys understand why we're leaving Discord as a private for our private channels?
Yeah.
What would you, in your own words, how would you describe the reason why we're doing it?
It's not secure enough.
Russians, Chinese.
It's not only not secured. They are data mining everything we do, just like Google. Yeah. And with the stuff that we do, we don't want them doing that. So we're moving it all to our own server where we control the data, and we don't have to worry about that. And as soon as we can get off of Google's stuff, so much the better too, because they're the ultimate data miners. Mm-hmm. All of this email through Google and Calendar and Docs and everything, they're just harvesting the heck out of that. And of course, Chinese hackers and everything get into those all the time. So we still run the risk of us being hacked, right? But we are less of a target than Google.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Just a little.
So I disabled all of the private chat rooms. Those should not work anymore. So do try to hang out in the default everyone chat as much as you can. There is a URL to point to with your phone. So there isn't a mobile app, but it is a mobile friendly platform, meaning there's nothing to install. But if you bookmark rpgsn.net on your browser on your phone, you can then use it all the time. Just keep a tab open to rpgsn. And that chat thing can be off to the side, and you can bring it out and what have you.
On the phone. On
the phone. Just keep, you know how the browsers can have multiple tabs?
Right.
Just keep one tab on rpgsn.net all the time.
Open. But because right now.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be on the front, but just that it's an open tab that's loaded. And check it.
Well, Hawk.
Yeah.
how other people's phones operate, but on mine, I can take anything that I have in the web browser and just make a shortcut directly on my home screen.
Yes.
So it's kind of sort of an app anyway.
Yeah, go for
I don't
it.
always keep the browser open.
Yeah, some phones can do that, some can't. It depends on the phone. So if you can do that, great.
I have no idea if I can do that.
But that doesn't keep it actively loaded as far as like getting notices and things like that.
Yeah, that's just a shortcut.
Yeah, that's just a shortcut. So that's a great way to check it periodically, very easily. But if you want to get notices where it dings at you or something, then you want to leave it running in a browser tab.
Okay. So that brings me up to
Yes.
I did receive an email.
Yes.
Because
from the private note.
From the private note,
Good.
because I went into webmail.
Yep.
I don't keep webmail open.
That's fine.
So I have to go into it and look for it. Oh, there's a note. And then I go here. So the front page of RBGSN, there's no clue that I have a note. I click on my name, and there's a really small mark. Okay, private notes.
Yeah.
There was a number behind it.
Right. It shows a little number on it. Yeah.
Right. So I have to do 3 steps to find a notification if I don't hear a ding.
Well, right. Well, okay. The ding was the chat room where I did. It's called page.
Right.
You do : page and then the username. Yeah. I mean, it's different use cases.
So the private note.
So here's the
just have to
thing.
keep looking
Yes,
for.
Discord was better at pinging everybody. Everybody was turning off the pinging because it was so pingy. So nobody was getting notifications anymore in Discord. A lot of people were turning that off because it was annoying them.
I turned off everybody's notifications but ours.
Right. I understand.
Yeah.
But everybody else was turning off all of them because
Right.
it's so noisy. So it was a white noise issue. So we're kind of on the other end here where it's not as convenient as far as that goes. I wish it was better. I did ping my youngest son to see if he's at all interested in making a phone app as an exercise, because there is a plugin that opens this back, an API to make a custom phone app, and we could have our own RPG research phone app for our intranet.
Okay.
Hopefully, if he wants a little bit of money, I'd give him a few $100 for it or something, and then I don't know how good a job he would do.
You take it off his back, right?
He's not that good a developer, but it would be fun experience for him, and if it gave us a cheap or free phone app to go with our site, so much the better.
Okay.
Again, I don't think we're going to be on this particular platform forever. It's just what I could do quick and dirty. It's there. It's usable. It's not great. It's not perfect. It's very flexible, but it's PHP, which makes me very nervous. So I have been, on top of everything else, refreshing myself on Django, which is more flexible than Plone. So Plone's the current public website. It's on Python. It's secure.
Right.
But the developers have been getting a little more and more arrogant about what features to include. They're like, well, yeah, if you just pay us. Well, if you just pay us. Like, that's not the open source community, people. What the heck? So they've been getting a little arrogant, and so Plone has been getting less and less feature rich. It's still an awesome CMS. It is the best repository. But unfortunately, it can't meet our intranet needs, for all the communication features. And they're refusing, short of me paying them thousands of dollars.
Right.
And I'm like, well, then it's time to go to another platform. I have no brand loyalty if it doesn't work. But I do have requirements for security and stability. So Django is Python-based, it's secure, and it's extremely flexible, and it's more like what you guys want with the more WordPress-looking pretty stuff. It has those features. So it's going to take me a while to refresh myself on that platform. And I'm going to be using the first guinea pig with RPG parties. That'll be because that's a simple site, and I'm going to slowly layer up from there. So what will probably eventually happen is if Django works out, I may be able to consolidate all these into Django into one site eventually. And it may not happen this year, but this is what we have. It's something. It has a lot of features. I'm sorry it's not perfect, but if we get used to, it's like anything else. We had to learn how to use Discord. We had to learn how to use Facebook. We had to learn how to use Twitter. We're going to have to learn how to use our social network internally. But it is very flexible. And if as you use it, you find things that you really think we should have, let me know. And it might be, it's as simple as flipping a bit or editing a template. So some of the stuff that people have asked for, I was able to implement quite easily. And that's the one good side of PHP is it's quick and dirty. It's dangerously insecure on in public, but that's why we keep it private. Mm-hmm. So as you find things that annoy you, not just the first time, something that keeps coming up that you go, boy, I wish this use case was different.
Right.
let me know. The best place to do it is so we've got a whole bunch of chat rooms now. I've still got to keep adding everybody to them, but there's a technical support one, which eventually all of you will be able to get to. And we've got a tech team one.
There's different chat rooms?
There's I got a whole bunch, but I have to invite you guys to all of them until I can fix some other features. Yeah, do you see all these chat rooms here? I've got like 15 chat. Basically, every chat room that was on Discord that was private,
right.
We have an equivalent now here. It's just, but I have to manually add everybody.
And when will we have the talk show?
Talk show chat room? It's already there.
Okay.
You should already be invited to that. I think I already created it. And there's two of them. There's RPG Talk Show, and there's RPG Talk Show Runners Preparation and Notes. You should already be invited to the Preparation and Notes one. Did you find it?
Well, I got general chat here, so how do I find?
Okay, so you just have to pull down a little pull-down arrow for the list of chat rooms.
Okay.
And there's your chat rooms.
All right, so I got. Default.
You guys with me on that? Can you guys see the list of chat rooms in the RPGSN? Maybe I need to log in for you, show you on the screen.
How many things have I got in the talk show?
I copied and pasted old stuff. Oh,
John has been added. Danielle has been added.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, okay. Then I didn't do it on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Shane, Brooke, you guys both able to see the list of chat rooms?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Okay. Now, again, there's others you don't see yet because I have to invite you first. But if you go up where there's a little icon there, in the chat area, there's a little pull-down arrow near the top, and that gives you your list of chat rooms that you have access to. Now, remember, anybody can create a chat room and invite anybody you want to them. So you can always create your own little side chat rooms or just private chat or whatever you want. However, if you want people to get email notification, like if you just want one person that you're having a chat with, use private notes. So with that, what you do in RPGSN is you click on your name, from the main site, and you'll see where it says private notes. And it's basically kind of an email interface. And you can do new note and send people messages, and then they actually get it sent to their email as well. So they get a local message and they get notified in their email that there's a local message. So that's the way to contact an individual that you want them to get the email without having to email them. You get them on both the website and the email simultaneously. If you want to ping them in the chat room, you just type : page, space, and their username. So like : page, space, Shane. And if I did that right now in the default everyone chat, you should get a little whatever that should be paging you if you're in the RPGSN. All right. I don't think there's really anything else besides that. Just that we're gonna keep migrating towards our own stuff.
Can you :
Want me to do it to you?
/everyone?
I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, yes, I can. Did it do it to you?
I haven't heard a message yet.
No?
I'm still in.
It says it's paging everyone. Well, that's the first time I've heard it myself.
That's a nice little airplane noise.
What?
That was like a nice little airplane noise.
So it is paging you.
Yeah, I got that too.
Good. So maybe your audio's off.
Maybe. I was watching a movie, so the media's all the way up.
Huh. I don't know. That tablet's been problematic for everything.
Yeah. I'm going to have to lend it to you for a while.
Why? Why do you want to inflict it on me?
Because you're the only one I got.
Okay, Brooke, if there's nothing else, I can bid you adieu. See, we got wrapped up on a more reasonable time.
Yeah.
Again, congratulations. If anything else, just let us know, of course, and we'll see you next week. Shane, are you sticking around for training?
Yeah, that was my plan.
Okay. All right, then I guess it'll be Shane and John, and then if anybody else shows up. I'm going to go ahead and I'll keep the stream going, but I'm going to switch it to behind-the-scenes mode. I'll stop the recording, give it a few minutes. I need to go grab a drink, and then we'll start on what is recreational therapy, a.k.a. therapeutic recreation. We already talked about what is and is not play therapy. I will do a very, very quick reminder about that, especially if David shows up. And then we will start really digging in more deeply about rec therapy and therapeutic recreation and why that is so directly applicable to role-playing gaming and music as far as what we do. So we'll be back.
I see you have lots of people, including Carla, on this list. Why do I have an X by my name? Because I'm the one who's logged in?
Yes.
Okay.
You can kick yourself out. You can't kick the others out unless you were an admin. You can remove yourself from that chat room if you click on that X.
I'll have to avoid that.
Yes.
All right.
Let's see. Where is the theory stuff? Talk show, number nights, break, collage, researchers, admin. Yes, I will.